welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand. Of course, it would only be right for me to get Cecil G back on the channel to preview the big game out here on Wednesday night. Before we get into that, remember, we're not out here for nothing, are we? We need the likes, we need the comments, we need the subscriptions. Hit
the notification bell as well. Look at me, I'm supporting your team. I'm being nice. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when AGT's uploaded on Kop TV. Come on.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
That's all good, man. Support the team. Well. You know how it goes.
Right, big game. Big game.
Yeah,
this is maybe the biggest Arsenal versus Liverpool game in terms of both teams fighting for stuff still at the business end of the season in a while.
It is, but I don't feel as, I mean, we've done this a few times. Oh, you've seen me before Liverpool games.
Put your chest out and say, I'm confident driving up to Liverpool. And you were giving that same energy last time I was here as well.
No, I don't think I was.
2 wins in a row here for Liverpool.
I don't know if I was that confident last time when we did this preview, similar at the same place and when you came to us at the Emirates. But listen, I'm not as confident, but I do expect the boys in the form we've been in, 5 wins, as you know. I know you guys have had 8 wins. That to come in, get a result. When I say get a result, a draw, maybe a sneaky 1-0 win to Arsenal. I'm not overly confident how I normally am because I know the quality you guys have. But you know, I'm excited for the game. It's definitely a big game, and it's key for us to hold down the full spot position. And I suppose, you know, we've got 3 games. We had 3 games this week. We obviously beat Leicester not too long ago. So this is just another game that we're hoping to turn up, get some points on the board. But you're giving me the confident, arrogant vibes here.
Let me set the scene, right? You were saying that you weren't that confident, but you should be, right? Yeah. Second in the form table. I think it's 9 wins out of 11.
Yep.
If you count yesterday as well.
Yep.
The only problem for you is that you're playing the number 1 form team right now, and that's Liverpool. 8 wins in a row. Obviously, we did lose to Inter Milan in the Champions League, but I think that was maybe our 3rd loss in all comps this season. So listen, we obviously come here confident. We were here in the League Cup not too long ago, won that, and then last season we did well here as well.
Any performances that worried you though? The West Ham won the 1-0 as well. That wasn't like...
Yeah, I was at that game. It wasn't vintage Liverpool. And I've actually used that quote in maybe 3 or 4 performances in the last 6 weeks, which is not what I want to be saying in player ratings and stuff like that. But listen, we're still getting the results. Apart from the Inter game, but that was already done from the first leg. But I am not overly confident for coming here, no way. And I'll tell you this, I want Arsenal to get 4th. I'll say it outside the Emirates. You better get it. You've got 3 games in hand over United.
Yep.
And it's more for the fact that, I do like Arsenal as a club. I've got a lot of respect for them. But to see United not finish 4th would be a win in itself for me this season, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%.
Considering the players they've bought. However, Arsenal in form. Martinelli. I was watching the game with Doyle yesterday. Some player.
Yes.
And I've said this loads of times when I was speaking to you, but he's looking like now he's actually starting most weeks. I mean, that corner he put in yesterday, he's looking like a top player for Arsenal.
Martinelli, he's a godsend. He's been absolutely superb, and obviously we always speak about how Klopp flirts with Martinelli. You know, he wants to steal him, and people
legally,
people that
not kidnapped. For monetary funds, there will be exchanged.
100%. There'll be how they do it properly, professional. It won't be it won't be no
tapping up, I think is what you call it.
Right, there we go. But Martinelli's been quality. I mean, he's been superb. He's like a workhorse. He's like a dog, and he gets goals as well to his game. He reminds me of Luis Diaz a little bit. I'm going to be honest. I think that's the most
South American. Do you know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the kind of player you get when you're investing. And listen, Arsenal have done their scouting. You know, Martinelli was on the radar for probably all the big clubs, and Arsenal got him. Much like Luis Diaz, I think the scouting that we've done with him, and you're seeing it now, is unbelievable.
I'm going to give you credit. He is looking class. Absolute class. I watched him. I was like, yep, he is a player. From the first time he got his first appearance, I was like, yeah, he's going to be a problem for many rival teams when and especially us. I suppose on Wednesday. Are you?
I'm just so excited about the career that he's going to have with us. Already we're seeing shades of Luis Suarez. Just the way he plays.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, he might not be the most muscly guy, but he's rough and ready to go, and he'll get stuck into anything. You've seen that header.
Yeah.
What a finish that is. We don't even talk about the actual header itself. It's more about why wasn't it a red card. But the actual header, it's a good header.
It's a good header.
And it scores the goal that, sets the pace for the game.
And that's a good point that you related him to Suarez, because Suarez would be the player that would go for those sort of balls. He wouldn't pull out. He was never that player. And Diaz, he wants it. aggressive in his nature, and good player. And I said I liken him to Martinelli because I think that is the biggest comparison. And we know how much of a favourite Martinelli is to the Arsenal fan base and myself. And I think it's him, our young couple of players, Saka as well, in immense form at the moment.
I've got a question for you. Saka, yes. Martinelli, yes. Amazing young team, and I will say that word because the potential is amazing. You've got Odegaard playing really well. I mean, Pepe, 70 million star signing, can't even get on the pitch. Yep. Gabriel's playing really well. All the signs are really now ticking in for Arsenal in terms of them becoming what they should become now.
Right.
However, Emil Smith-Rowe, why is he not starting games? Yes, Odegaard's playing, out of his skin recently, to be fair, and had a great game against Leicester. Yeah. This is the Hale End boy. It's him and Saka. The song doesn't work if he's on the bench.
I don't think Arteta's thinking, you know what? I love the song as well. I love the chant. I need to have them both on the pitch. I like the song as well, but I don't think he's thinking that. I think Smith Rowe's had a conversation with Arteta. They've sat down and said, listen, you've seen like what I'm trying to do here. Everyone plays a part in this. Yeah. Everyone. I think, and the reason why I say this is because if you look at Pepe, that you said a record signing, 72 million, and he's had to wait. He's had to wait, and he had to wait his moment. And he's since he's come back from AFCON, I think he's been in some tremendous form, and I think he is really buying into what Arteta's trying to do here at Arsenal. We heard that, I don't know if you heard the story, but he got in really late from, I think his partner was having a baby, and it was like 3 a.m. and Arteta said you don't have to be involved in the squad, but he rang up and said he wants to be involved for the game, and he came on and he
probably to get away from the missus a bit as well, if I'm honest.
I didn't think of it like that. I'll be there with the boys. I want to be part of the team. But I think Arteta's kind of sat down with the players and they understand their roles. Like I understand Smith Rowe's our top goal scorer at the moment with 9 goals, but he understands when he comes in, he's got to play a part. And I think every player is playing from the same hymn sheet that Arteta's trying to, conduct. Well, that was quite a nice little saying. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Conduct. Like he's the conductor.
Yeah, man. I think everyone's just in the right spirits and in the right tune to his philosophy right now, and it's proving because his substitutions as well that Mikel Arteta has been doing has been really good at the moment. They've been paying off. So I think Smith Rowe, he'll get his opportunity. I know he does come off the bench, he does score, but it's just part of the game, Alex. You know how it goes, man. You know how it goes. Sometimes you just got to wait your turn. And the team's so strong right now, you can't really complain, and that's when people have a go at me for saying that I'm quite harsh on Pepe, but like I said, he knows his role, and the competition is so high in the starting 11. That's just how it goes right now.
I think as well, Arsenal have got a massive cleansing period within the next 2 months when the window opens again, just to get rid of that, because there is still some bits and bobs you need to shift on. Yeah. And I think everyone's positions in the team will become a lot clearer by the time the next season starts, like Smith Rowe. Yeah. Because he could have an unreal end to the season and then nail down his place. Exactly. But then in the Cups, it's like Liverpool. We've got all these players that come in and out of the team and everyone knows their role. Minamino knows his role. Origi knows his role. If you're more hungry and you want to get more than that role, like Origi, who's 26, has been happy to stay on the bench for the last 5 years, really, and come on in important moments, if you're happy to do that, cool. Yeah. But you might be a bit hungry and think, I don't want to know my role here that is just a sub. I want to start elsewhere. And I think if you're not getting it at Arsenal, do you think if this carries on and he doesn't keep starting, he's not going to get picked for England, surely?
No, well, he got picked for England off the form of him at Arsenal. And again, I think that's the conversation that Mikel Arteta might have had with Smith Rowe by saying, trust me, I'll get you in that England side. I remember when I was playing that man just gave out promises and you had to try and get you on side. I think that might have been what he said. What was your one that you got? Oh, he was like, I was supposed to be a golden boy at Crawley Town when I was playing. I was going to be the next big thing, but didn't really work out that way. But that is football. But on that note, I think that's what Arteta would have said to Emil Smith Rowe, and he's buying into it. And I want to kind of go back to as well our January window. Like, we are still light in many positions. We didn't make a sign in January, so I think the players know that and they understand that they're going to be part of this season regardless. So I'll wait my turn. I'll do what I need to do. And, we're going to buy into it because we want to get full. Did you do any business in January? Let me just think. Oh, Diaz. Apart from Diaz, it's just Diaz.
The best bit of business in January, I think you'll find. Listen, like I've said, we're doing a little bits and bobs in Spanish now on the channel because all the Colombians are coming over to the Kop TV. They want to see us talking about Luis Diaz. It's very exciting. But then there's still the Salah contract issue, which is maybe the only thing right now a little bit negative about Liverpool right now. Yeah. I mean, we need to get that sign down. And I was having this chat with Robbie earlier. He was saying you can't blame the agent because he's doing what an agent needs to do. And he's saying Salah could just sign the contract, but he's not. So Salah has to, but then do you blame the club? It's a messy situation. I mean, you know all about the contract situations here. We don't want to get into that.
No, I get that. I mean, listen, it's always a problem when, you know, players aren't putting pen to paper, especially your star player in Salah.
You can't let them go for free.
I know exactly that. I mean, we'll take him if needed, you know. I mean, if you want to, we'll take Salah, you know. Are you sure you wouldn't?
Well, give us Saka, but we'll do this in like 2 years when the contract's up.
Oh, that burns me a little bit.
I mean, no, I wouldn't want that. That's a massively outweighed deal, to be honest. Hugely imbalanced.
What's Salah on at the moment? 20 goals this season. Oh my lord.
For the 5th season in a row, scores over 20.
That is outrageous. That is outrageous.
Not bad for a one-season wonder. But let's get into how we think the game on Wednesday is going to go. There's no reason for you to be resting any players at all. This is everything for you. It's also everything for us, which makes it such a massive, important game.
Yeah,
How's this one going to play out though?
Do you know what, AGT? I'm actually struggling with this one. I am, because I was asking before we started filming, I was thinking, where's Liverpool's weakness? You would probably know better than me, but I was thinking, where do you break them down? Is it in transition? I don't know. Is it corners? Is it set pieces? But even that, I still think you got tall centre backs in Matip and Van Dijk, and it's going to be difficult to kind of break you guys down. Thank you for saving me some dog poo there. Thank you for saving me there. I'm trying to think where we were breaking down. I think when we last played, obviously Martinelli he gave Trent a headache, and Matip actually when we last played you here. It's going to have to come down the flanks, but you're strong in that area as well. I mean, I'm going to predict a draw, if I'm completely honest.
Okay.
I think I'm not
a draw.
2-2.
Desmond
2-2. Yeah. I'd like to see some goals. A draw I would take right now. If you were offering it to me, I can't lie. That's how I feel right now. You wouldn't take that? Nah. You said at the beginning you said you were kind of nervous.
The league, bro. Every draw that we get, we might as well. People are going to write us off now for the title if we draw here on Wednesday.
No, you just said Arsenal looking in good form.
Yeah.
With some, a draw's respectable, isn't it?
You know what I'm like, man. I'm always going to back my team.
Of course.
I think we're going to put a strong team out as well. Let us know in the comments your predicted lineups. Alisson will be playing. Obviously, the back five, no injuries there. Yeah. Salah did get a slight knock. In the last game, and he had to come off. But I think that's not an issue. I don't think that keeps Salah out from playing in a game like this. He wants to just get the golden boot. I mean, it's wrapped up, but he wants to wrap it up.
Yeah, is there no one else? Is there no one else in there in the talks for golden boot?
Jota.
Oh, for goodness sake!
And then Mane's under him. And then Trent's at the top of the assists. Salah's second.
Oh, people in the comments, if you want to see, this is why I'm saying a draw as well. And in the last 18 appearances in all competitions, we've won one. Yeah, one. It was a 2-1 win. Was it a 2-1 win here? And just like, look how long that was. I think it's like 8 draws, 9 losses.
It's a lot of L's. It's a lot of L's.
So that's why I'm saying 2-2.
The midfield for me is where this game is won and lost.
Okay. Well, Partey's on great form right now.
Doing really well. I was about to say Aubameyang. Ugaard's doing really well.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Xhaka's coming back into form a bit. But if we play Thiago and Fabinho and they start, we've never lost a game when those two have played together.
Bloody
I think it's 19 played, 18 won.
Bloody hell.
So listen, if we can play them and stick Henderson in and have Diaz, Mane and Salah, I'm happy. And then Jota and Firmino to bring off the bench, Naby Keita.
Yeah, Jota's got more. He's got the most. He's joint with Vardy with the most goals here at the Emirates as well.
Really?
And, so that is against us.
Well, he scored 2 in the last time we came here about a month ago.
Exactly that, and he's got 5 altogether against us. So that is a worry. We won't have Tomiyasu. I think he's still recovering from his calf injury, so that will probably be Cedric in there. So you could probably hurt us down that flank because Cedric, I don't think defensively is as strong as Tomiyasu.
Against Diaz as well.
Oh. Come on, no. Listen, no. We can do this. We can do this.
Listen, you could pull out an unreal performance and
I will lose my head.
wash us away, and all of a sudden we're out of the title race. That could happen. But I'm going to go with Liverpool to get a massive away win.
A massive? What do you mean?
I'm going to say 3-1.
Why are you doing this, bro? I know it's your channel, but come on, have a little bit of respect. At least we won
3-0. We won 2-0 in our last 2 trips. That's 5 goals. I'll do an average of 2.5, round it up to 3.
Alright, I'm a mathematician. Sorry, okay. Statistics and that.
To shout me.
Alright, okay, so you're going 3-1. I've said 2-2. As long as, listen, if we get an early goal, I'll be confident. If you guys score first, this is another stat I read as well, you haven't lost from when you've gone in front.
Okay.
So, fingers crossed there's no early goals, and we can get a win or the draw. I know you're saying 3-1, but we'll see.
So important for both of us. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah?
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be one of those games under the lights.
Yep.
Hopefully the atmosphere is good, obviously from both sides.
Of course it will be.
Well,
what are you trying to say?
Well, you know,
what are you trying to say?
You know what the stereotypes are.
No, don't come here and do that.
You know
The Emirates has been rocking. I've been here week in, week out. Don't give me that.
It sounded good last night.
It was loud, very loud. Yeah, man.
Here, obviously. But yeah, let us know in the comments what you think the score is going to be. Give us a score prediction as well. Unbelievable night that we have ahead of us.
Massive.
Cecil.
Massive.
AFTV.
Always
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
Very much, G. It's been a pleasure as always. And like, comment, and subscribe. Up the Reds.
Yeah, up the Reds. My Reds, the Gunners.
Whoa. Just before you go.
Don't forget, give us a like, drop us a comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous stand.